Good afternoon from Bucky and myself. Here we are on our first daily walk of Lockdown, the sequel. So today I'm going to talk to you about expressions or idioms around the animal, the horse. So on Wednesday night we were all sitting around our TVs waiting to hear the news from the horse's mouth. Now, I'm not being disrespectful to Emmanuel Macron or to horses, because this is in fact an expression. And it means that you hear something from the source, from the actual person who said it, which means that it's authentic. Unless, of course, the horse is Donald Trump, in which case it's anybody's guess. And we were not at all surprised that Emmanuel Macron reined in his people. So if you rein in something or someone, it means you put restrictions on them. You try to bring them into line and give them rules, stricter rules to obey. If you have free rein, that means that you are free to choose to do as you like or as you please. The reins are those leather things that the riders hold to pull the horse back, to rein it in. Right, if somebody is on their high horse, that means that they are arrogant, condescending, they're looking down on you, and they think they are more intelligent or better than you. There are far too many politicians who need to get off their high horses. If you get back in the saddle, that means that even if you failed, you get right back out there and try again. And this is a very good motto that we should all have. If you're chomping at the bit, so chomping is a way of chewing, for animals especially, and the bit is that metal piece that goes in the horse's mouth. So if you're chomping at the bit, it means that you're anxious or eager to get started on something. Often horses before a race chomp at the bit. So I'm sure that you are all chomping at the bit to get back to school on Monday. If you close the stable door after the horse is bolted, that means that you take action a little bit too late, after something bad has already happened. Some people might say that this second lockdown is a bit like closing the stable door after the horse has bolted, because the figures are already really bad and maybe we should have done something a little bit earlier. If you're beating a dead horse, that means that you're trying to do something that has already been done, maybe, or that's useless and futile, and is probably not going to have the effect that you want it to have. If you look a gift horse in the mouth, that means that you're ungrateful for something. So if somebody in your family gives you an old second-hand car and you're complaining because you'd really rather have the newest Audi, we could say you are looking a gift horse in the mouth. Because, it's better to have an old car that gets you from point A to B than to have no car at all. Of course, that would be if we were allowed to go from point A to point B, which we are not. Right, you can also lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink, which means that you can help somebody or give them advice or give them as many opportunities as you can to achieve something. But if they don't decide to do it, then there's nothing you can do. It's only them who will make that final decision to do what they want to do. If I say hold your horses, that means you need to be patient and wait a while. We also say, my kingdom for a horse. My kingdom for a horse means that you would give everything you have, for that one thing that you don't have at this moment. And this comes from Shakespeare. It's in King Richard III, when he really needs a horse. So in 2020, I guess we could say, my kingdom for a vaccination against COVID-19. I guess that's about it, really. That really wraps it up. All I can say to you is have a good weekend. Be sure to horse around a little bit. That means have fun, mess around, just have fun, really. And try not to eat like a horse, because that is something we all tend to do when we're in lockdown. And I know you're chomping at the bit for Monday, so see you soon.